Greetings, all divine beings. It is Witchy Poo coming back to you with another video. If you're feeling kind, please subscribe. And I believe that we're jumping into Aries this time because we're a little behind this morning. So let's just get into it without further delay. Allow me 3 times, please. And then one more time after this. Happy October to you all. Hope you're having a fabulous Thursday. But when you come across this, it was intended for you with purpose. Aries. All right. Spirits, what messages, signs, symbols, and downloads do we have for Aries? Please come through and show us clearly and give us insight, if you can, for the rest of the week or something throughout the day that needs to come clearly across for a sort of mental comprehension and benefit sake. All right, we have the Warrior of Vessels for your first card. You definitely may be being used to relay a message to someone or possibly spread a message across to someone. You have the giveaway dance. Ah! And then you have Medicine Woman. There may be, you may really be used for a vessel. You may have just got baptized or something recent happened spiritual. And you may be really experiencing a new perspective on some sort of future or outlook on something or someone. All right, we have the Trapper. Could be you and another person going through this. I think I'm going to flip because if it goes over there, I'm in trouble. All right, and then we have the Chief of Vessels. It's a habit, sorry. With Justice, Libra energy. And that could be really somebody that you're dealing with instead of embodying anybody. All right, here in the future, we have Victory. I'm running out of room here. And then we have Council Chief. Number 4, you could be dealing with an Aries in the future. And then the last card is 1, which is a shield. You may also be hiding from someone. I really don't want to overspeak. Let the cards lay where they are and see what the Warrior Vessels come through and tell us what to see. All right, that one is the Warrior of Blades. It could be a fight, an argument that had this change in spirituality. Travois. And then Judgment. So, to be completely honest with you, from what I see coming through, there is a specific Aries that may be kind of saddened or dampened down by some sort of new spiritual journey. And I say that because you may be backsliding or, you know, getting into disagreements to kind of prohibit you from moving on further. And with this Warrior of Blades followed by the Travois, which is like just some sort of sled. It's an Indian, it's a Native American sled. So I remember getting this card like at all, but if we ever did, and I never explained it, you know, a Travois is a Native American sled. So they're building a sled to get on a journey, to, you know, travel, to have momentum, to move a life ahead. And so this may have caused some judgment here because you may have all of a sudden just sprung upon these people from the past that you really love here, that, you know, I am on a new path and they're not really, you know, too fond of what you got going on with that. That is really what I'm getting completely. We're going to stick with what I had just seen. Why do we have the giveaway dance? There is a specific Aries that, like I said, they're on this new spiritual path, and they may have, to go through different steps to have some sort of spiritual guidance from some sort of ancestor that they didn't even really know about at that. So this giveaway dance is really and truly about, a collective meeting of people who obviously are family to you, because we're in the past here with the number 6 too. So, if you have presented, these dreams, there's teepees in the back. These teepees are home. I hate these nails. They're slick cards, and I don't want to mess up the cards in a row. All right, these teepees in the back is home. So this is a home situation to you. You know these people very well. That number really doesn't exist. I want to see how I can turn this down. So this place really exists to you as a sort of comfort of home, and you never really had, too much of a miserable time. But right now, that's what it's coming through because of some sort of new judgment. You have smoke signal here too. With these hatchets on the side, you really may have been cut at the knees or cut, below some sort of sight of not really wanting to have people see you. Oh, these are pipes. These are smoking sights. You may have tried to, okay, here we go. I didn't see the pipes. I thought they were hatchets. So I'm seeing that there definitely was some smoke in the air because you said something that was very clear on where you wanted to go, what kind of a spiritual journey that you have learned about, and you feel like, this was something that you may have been afraid to kind of get in touch with. I'm feeling like if this is somebody that recently got baptized here, you have a group of family members that are really, really, happy about it. It's all sincere. But then there's the spirituality side with this Sundance warrior hanging and being like crucified. So this is definitely a different spiritual journey. But if you did recently get baptized, congratulations on your new spiritual journey. But I see that this is really going towards more of a dream that was really looked upon in a way you were always going to, really be in fear of talking to some sort of spirit here. And I say that, Aries, because you have 2 dream catchers. So with the yin and the yang and the 2 dream catchers with Kachina, this is complete and utter confidence to know that you are speaking to some sort of, spirit, or some sort of, you're on some sort of spiritual journey that it's really opening up your mind for expansion, if you can get what I'm saying. And so this expansion that you are now finding some sort of balance and peace in it now, I don't really see you caring what this family is saying, but more or less you don't want to hear about it. You don't want to cast out or have any judgment really cast upon you, about it. You have the Trapper here. Why? Stop. Medicine Woman. Getting off track. There is a specific Aries that may be getting off track of their spiritual journey right now because of some sort of backpedaling or backsteps. This could have been with the Medicine Woman here from a different influence, or because you're just being lazy and just don't really want to go through with it. Your talk is, it's easy to talk about it rather than actually do it. That was for a specific Aries, please, with the number 3. I feel like we need to go with more, and I was like ahead of myself. So really be sure of what you're doing. If you're on something that is really foreign to you and you're really just getting new into and what you really don't know about, be sure what you want to do. So this Medicine Woman is here, and then we have Scout, Spiritualist, and Matriarch of Pipes. So more pipes were coming through when I thought that it was some sort of hatchet. And I really feel that's where this clouded coming in of train, this, this fast train of some sort of hidden magic. Now, I say that because there's a herd of wild buffalo here. So you may be getting distracted and really not seeing clearly because of some smoke in front of the eyesight. You get what I'm saying? This scout also hiding behind bushes. You're not hiding anymore. In the past, you may still be, because I feel like we wouldn't have had the judgment from the family. So you're out with whatever this is. Pause. This is for a specific Aries. This could also be with some new profound sexuality. You're coming out of just coming out of being who you really are and being who you want to be. You know, congratulations to that too. That's what I also see. It's about coming out and no longer hiding behind something with clouded doubt. This matriarch of pipes, I really feel that there's a fire under this pot that is being cooked in a wooded area that seems like it's winter time. So coldness to, and he obviously, boss needs this to stay hot. So you may want to beads around his necklace also. You may want to double check some sort of jewelry that somebody gave somebody back in the like 90s, 80s. It has some sort of lingering thing holding on to it, and you keep it in your home, but it's really like bothering your spirit. You just don't know about it. All right, that's for a specific Aries, please. I don't care if it was given to you by family. It could have been given to them by somebody too, but there's some sort of beaded necklace here that I see that really just doesn't feel good. So it's a distraction. They didn't want me to get that out because cards are sliding around left and right. followed by the spiritualist with the matriarch of pipes. See, when we get matriarch in the Native American culture, it's really about the power of embracing within. And so really believing that you have a power within to spiritually go through a journey that feels right to you. This is where these hatchets come in and cutting off people, whether old, middle-aged, young too. This is something that you're going to have to do, and it's going to have to be at a thing where you have peace. Mama Chief here has this spirit rising above her, and she's like sort of content and happy with it, with what it be. What I'm saying is that when you say your piece and do what you have to say, she's holding a feather. Still have your heart light. Have it light in a way that you're saying your piece. I've started this new spiritual journey. I'm on my way. This is how I feel. This is what is showing up and changing in my life that be. And still be respectful and be at ease. You understand what I'm saying? Just like when we transition, if your heart is not as light as a feather, you're not going any further. People really don't understand the emotional aspect behind that. And you can believe what you want. But, you know, having a heavy, nasty heart, it shows through things more visible than your mind can really, you know, pull apart. It goes over your head every time. We have the trapper here in the present moment. And instead of, you know, this warrior wearing moccasins to get through the snow, to travel, to go on the spiritual journey, he has these lacrosse, which is what Native Americans started in the first place. These lacrosse nets to kind of catch and gather the grip. So understand that this isn't going to be an easy journey, an easy, you know, path to, you know, take the steps. But it seems that even if you have to cut off, stop the cloud of judgment, whatever you have to do, it seems like the breakthrough is going to happen regardless what shame and guilt people try to reflect upon you. You have the shaman, the maiden of blades, and the matriarch of blades. Like I said, matriarch is a power within. And I really feel like this is really about a spiritual journey because of this new season. You may have to speak with your spiritual ancestor that you're trying to connect with. Now, let me stop and say this. Your spiritual ancestor does not necessarily have to be a deity or some sort of God or, you know, the Jesus Daddy, whoever you believe in. It doesn't have to be these people that have left no artifacts for your true life and meaning. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even if you don't, I'm taking it to the next level. Your ancestors are people who have passed on and they have showed you love in some way, shape, or form. And when that happens and you have them, and you know, in the Hispanic heritage, they honor them. I am a child at heart because I want to stay youthful, I want to stay smart. And so I feel like a movie that you could really relate to as an adult, if you have children, you could introduce them to. Watch Coco and see how these people and their heritage honor the non-living. So recognizing and giving heritage to the non-living that showed you love when they had it is a way to connect with your spiritual ancestor for guidance. Now, the shaman is here just specifically for that, and that is specifically where you can kind of get the motivation from to keep pressing forward with this path. Please take what resonates and lie the rest where it does not. And please don't pay attention to the gender, just the role. And please don't take offense to anything that I say. It's about how everybody relates to the things that they show idolism to every day. Ugh, that was a mouthful. Okay? Because you really should be, you know, idolizing these ancestors that could really guide and help you. I'm going to put viewer discretion advised for this one and just turn off everything else and let it ride. So with this Maiden of Blades and this Matriarch of Blades, this is all about the power within and the power flowing as an emotional being. You are going to experience something that's going to make you damper daily with the things that friends and family say, you know, because they're holding two blades. These blades are very, very, you know, sharp, and people don't want to admit when things hurt. And I feel like if you want to, you know, recognize and give them time and say, you know, here's me being truthful. You know, I'm starting this spiritual journey, and what you say to me really hurts my feelings. I would appreciate it if we can respect all things and kind of just, you know, embody that respect factor thing. If it's family, you know, they'll accept it and move on. If it's friends, they should welcome that with love. But these two blades here are definitely things that you're going to experience that are going to have some sort of negative cause and effect where you feel like you're being, you know, cut and smeared from all angles just because you're trying to, you know, do something that now feels good to you as an adult. You're no longer conditioned to, you know, go through it. You have the Chief of Vessels in the center of your reading. And this is more or less about traveling on this new path and this journey. And I see that the water is flowing. Why do we have the Chief of Vessels, please? When it's a vessel, it's you're being guided and really able to speak through the spiritual world phenomenally. And I say that because, you know, that's what they say in the Bible about being used as a vessel. So it's really the same thing here. And so I feel like there's this like there's a teepee in the back. Here's the happy family. Here's a teepee in the back, but it looks like a cross. So we're talking about spiritual path. But we're also, you know, talking about this headdress that it looks like the warrior is wearing. And so this headdress that it looks like it's wearing, it's called a roach. Like, not like a cockroach, but a roach. So, European way, the American way, you guys think of a roach as a bug, but the Native American side think it's as a headdress. So, understand that, and I'm gonna stop saying understand that. Sorry, guys. Realize that you are wearing your own crown here because you're able to be a free thinker for yourself, regardless of what it does to the family settings around you. And so we have this Maiden of Shields here next with the Dream Catcher of magical colors, because that's really releasing some sort of fear. You go outside to get the UV rays from the sun that releases all toxins. It's the same thing in the Native American way. The spiritual colors release some sort of negative output. It's like a negative output release for magical, for colors to appear magical because they do all things. And so you have the Thunderbird here, and this is more of a it's more of like how American people like golden arches. It's just an old pastime thing that it's really spiritually embedded in you, but it's coming back around and circling in this lifespan for you to see. That's why you're being outcast as this black sheep. You're being looked at differently, Aries. You may have recently failed. You may recently fail on hard times, lost a job, lost your mind for a week at this time because somebody saw the divine in you and wanted to destroy you at that time. I am sorry that, you had to go through this, but with all the chiefs and the maidens, I'm really feeling like you're going to have a spiritual blessing within this. You just got to keep going and fighting through it. So I'm so sorry that you're being treated like with a negative mindset with people because they notice the spiritual path that you're currently, going on. And there's an Aries that's really nervous about, where they're getting ready to move on to next because of this. I would keep going on your spiritual path because that's something they definitely can't take from you. They can't take from this. All right, we have Justice. This is Libra energy coming through. It's really more or less that, this totem pole here is about a new aspect for you and about seeing something that, really is spiritual. And that's the path that you're on, your life set. You're really giving some sort of gratitude that you're finally realizing is a way to operate daily with the universe to give to you. So congratulations on that. That was for a specific Aries. Now, this Justice here is more family gathering here in the present moment. So understand that the mockery and the gossip will be something that you just have to own it. You really shouldn't care anyway. You're going to have people talk. You're going to have people say things that, it's going to bother you anyway. But really, like I said, you have the crown. Why are you off your throne with that roach? Why are you off your throne with, that, the crown? So understand here in the present moment, the mockery, the gossip, everything that, the rumors around that you're now different. You're being a different, you're being some sort of person that wants an outlet of isolation, but they're judging you on that way, and all you're trying to do is focus on the change within. So just keep going here in the present. It's something that they're going to do regardless. The smoking pipes are here because there's going to be clouded judgment. You have to understand, pause. There's always going to be clouded judgment with people who can't operate as an adult and respect boundaries here because of the food and the intake of their mind on a daily for their spirit. How can you expect somebody to understand your new spiritual journey if they're eating things with red, yellow dye and, constantly in a hurry? Nobody takes their time. Nobody takes their time to think or be considerate. Why do you think you're going to have it here? Keep moving forward. It should not matter one bit. You have victory. You have Council Chief and Shields. Why do we have this victory here? Now, I don't like to say, European and color and based on that because these cards are very dark and they can relate some sort in a form with that. I really love and appreciate all of you guys. So when it comes to this card, and we will come across it again, but the victory is, thine, is you guys's. This is being taken down. This is a fake, person rooting you on. I hope y'all can see this card. This is a fake person really rooting you on and having this hidden mask and shape-shifting some sort of form into believing that they're on your side all the way for it, through it. And they're really not, but they want the victory here with you. because they don't want to lose you, but they also don't want to be found out too. And so, with this person trying to claim the victory from you, you really need to have your eyes open for all who appear to be friends, foes, family, the ones that ghosted. It doesn't matter. If they come back around and want to be in your circle here in the future, and if they're here now, trust and believe that this is somebody that is faking the funk and just trying to match some energy for some sort of recognition. So that's all I'm gonna say. They're dressed in this warrior captain suit, as general that has all the answers to the problems. There you are, letting them fight your battles, but they're going to stab you right back in the gut in the end. So please understand, you can't trust everybody who wants to see you win during this time, because it's not true. All right, you have the Corn Maiden, you have the Trail of Tears, and then you have Sandpaper. Like I said, you're going to work real hard and look a lot different to people that are of love to you, that you love them too. And so it's just a reflection of the universe shifting for you to have this reconnection, as like a reconnection with the people presenting you anew. It's not like you got plastic surgery or did something to change you physically, but they see your aura and your energy, has definitely changed, and they notice it, baby. This Trail of Tears and the Sandpaper, like I said, they're going to try to convince you in all ways here, that what you're doing is very, very, weird. And I feel like if you just started recently watching tarot here, or you've started some new spiritual journey, as to where, hell, it can be like similar to Scientology. I don't want to get into people's different beliefs, but I try to bring up everything to appeal to the mass quantity, because we were all to believe and have free will, as long as we're not harming anybody. So whatever you believe in, trust and believe that it's going to be a battle and a fight, and they're going to have even like PowerPoints. They're going to try to, really put some resistance towards you into going with this path of a new future, because they're still going to want to celebrate Easter. What about Christmas? It's coming up with some sort of play that somebody's having at a conference, and you're going to be sort of an embarrassment to them if you don't allow your children to do this. So, moving on. Why do we have Council Chief? That's for a specific Aries. Council Chief is more of the power and the potential that be. And so, I'm thirsty. Sorry if you heard me guzzling, but it's about the power that really, of the potential power that could really be. And so the Chief Counsel is here because this is a wise person here in the future, I see. Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't draw any more about that. So this is a wise person here that I see with this Council Chief. Understand that the headdress that he's carrying has seven feathers. So it's time for, the people that you love to respect the boundaries, like I said before. But this is a completion of a cycle that, it's time for you to do this. This is what your spirit is really calling you for. Your first card was the Warrior of Blades, but the Warrior of Vessels. So you may be being used by your spiritual guides, and you don't even know where it's coming from inside. This is something that has really been presented for you because of the end of the cycle. You have the Hermit here, and you could be really wanting to embody some sort of energy of really heart protection of sleeve. And I say that because they're going to present things very, very falsely. I'm not going to say what's wrong with this man, but he is not Native American. So they're going to present things falsely here, and it's going to be a way that it's shedding light. Why won't you listen to the things that I'm saying? But really, it's to, give you some sort of heartbreak in the end. You have to be able to be allowed to have this vision quest and do your own rite of passage. We all were born with free will. So you have strength. You have the Leo card here. Multiple colors again in the background. It's all about, what feels good here and now. And so the river that's flowing has white water. How when you're in Niagara and the rain, the flow of the waterfall is falling, and all you can see is like the white powdery, like fluffy thing. Okay, the thing from the water. Understand that the path that you're taking is very clear to you and your spirit. No matter how many times you hear people say things to try to change your mind, it's all a distraction because they see you now. They recognize. As soon as you walk in the room, it's more than heads being turned towards you. You will notice that you will start having people, when they're supposed to be riding their cart and they're just walking straight, they're walking off in a diagonal direction towards you. It's your energy naturally shifting because of the change you're having spiritually. The last card we have is the shields. I see that there's going to need to be some sort of protection here. It could be from, the family, the fake friends, but it also could just be, like I said, of wearing your heart on your sleeve and not really giving a crap about anything. That's really the way to live and live happily. And so I give you pure guidance from the way that I see and how I'm able to really be here and do what I do. So you have the Death card, you have the Devil, and Horse Thief. Death card is Scorpio with Pisces and Capricorn with the White Buffalo I see. These tomahawks here, these hatchets, they're really called tomahawks. They're very, very dangerous. So the heavier the metal, the more you can cut through and sear through one time without a struggle. Understand that it's only going to take one time for you to say, what you mean and how you've changed your mind. And the path that you're headed on really didn't need to scare anyone, but the white buffalo, that's what it does. It represents, son. You shouldn't live in fear from anyone. That's not your problem that they do with you while you're on this journey, just trying to become one. Let them be fearful of you. Let them not see the change that has really grown and help you be patient to flourish abundantly. Because see, the skeleton here is really, it's no longer, it's perished, it's gone, it's out of here. So that old form into the way that you used to think, it's all white. All I see is white all around. It's now clear. Everything is clearly. I see you having very, very prosperous spiritual journey because you now just be really maybe taking this seriously. Could we have the moon card of the day, please? For Aries energy. We've got moon dreaming 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. So I'm going to say that is your number today. And please do things in the account of 7. If you have a specific prayer that you say, do it 7 times. If you hug your children, do it in a way of 7 times. Whatever it is that you have a routine that you do it in the amount of 7s today and let the spirits bless you. All right, 7. Because I was talking about 7 and went to 17. 16 is moon dreaming here, wrapping this up. Moon dreaming is intuition, dreams, and visions. The moon is a well-known conduit for visions and intuitive dreaming among psychic and seers. Many people that they experience more vivid dreams around the time of the waxing full moon, particularly in the moonlight, shines into their bedroom. So let me keep reading. Let me just shut up. Sorry. Some people like to leave their blinds open so that the moonlight can spill in and enchant their dreams from afar, while others use sleep pillows filled with sacred herbs to gently nod off into the realm of the psychic dreaming world. Because a special psychic message is about to come through, spraying your pillow with a solution of lavender and mugwort's essential oils mixed with water can help facilitate these dreams too. Also, be on the watch for signs, symbols, and messages in your daily life too, as these psychic messages will come to you in more mundane ways, as well as your dreams. Use a dream diary to make a note of your dreams and be aware that the universe has a message for you, which is likely to come via your nighttime visions too. Until next time, guys, I say, Ashe.